Друзья, приветствую! Как мы раньше говорили, мы сотрудничаем с ведущими адвокатами, иммиграционными адвокатами Нью-Йорка и Пенсильвании. Сегодня у нас в гостях Леван Натанишвили. Леван, пожалуйста, расскажите нашим слушателям и клиентам, пожалуйста, какие виды иммиграционных услуг вы предоставляете?
Okay, so good evening. I'm Levan Natanishville. Nice to be here. I've been practicing for many years. I've had my company for 16 years. I'm based out of New York City. I'm also in Brooklyn, and I have offices here in Pennsylvania. Now, we deal with all kinds of immigration services, starting with asylum. We have people who have citizens, wives, parents, whoever, who want to petition for their loved ones. We help that. That's called family reunion. Okay, we help with that. Now, we have people who are athletes. They want to come to the United States on, let's say, temporary visas. Let's say 1-year visa, 2-year visa. We even have 3-year visas, work visas, for people who are extraordinary in their cases. Now, we have green cards, possibility, I should say, for such people, but they have to have they have to meet higher standards. As an extraordinary athletes, or extraordinary scientists, or extraordinary anything pretty much. Okay, so we have cases where people want to come here as students. We help them with student visas. We help them to fill out the paperwork for, let's say, American institutions, so they can get the appropriate paperwork, so they can, in turn, in their countries, obtain visas for F1, which is the student visas. But primarily, we deal with, right now, with asylum cases and with family reunion. We also have cases called VAWA cases. This is Violence Against Women's Act. And these are the cases where, let's say, a green card holder or a citizen mistreats his or her spouse. Let's say the green card holder or a citizen marries someone from no matter which country, and unfortunately begins to mistreat that person. United States government allows such person who is a victim of such bad relationship to file a petition on his or her behalf, a self-petition essentially, for a green card. It's a difficult process, but we help with that. There's also something called U visa, and that's when people from different countries unfortunately become victims of crime. United States law allows these people, as long as they cooperate with law enforcement and prosecution of this individual, to obtain a permanent residency. We also help people with the court appearances. Many cases in asylum cases end up going to the court, whether it's people who came from Mexico, southern border, or whether these people who came legally in the United States, then filed their political asylum applications with immigration services, and then later were referred to immigration court. We help with that. We also help people who have been in this country for many years, and unfortunately got somehow involved in immigration court proceedings, in deportation proceedings, but they're married to either a United States citizen or have children who are United States citizens. We can help these people, as provided that they don't have any criminal record, to stay in this country. This process is called cancellation of removal. And cancellation removal applies to people who have been illegally residing in the United States for at least 10 years, and it also applies to people who have green cards. But they have to have been here for 5 years and have to have had green cards for 5 years in order to qualify for cancellation of removal. Now, it may be a lot to digest, but pretty much if you have any immigration concerns and just want to maybe talk, see where you are with your immigration status, and get a valuable opinion so you don't waste your time later on. Give us a call and we'll give you good advice. Thank you.
Иван, вопрос. У нас очень много к нам звонят и говорят, что они обратились к Day 589, they filled the 589 petition with paralegal or it was an attorney. In the process they fight or they lost their attorney. Now, can you help this kind of cases?
Yeah.
Do I have a chance to continue or they can start it from the scratch?
Yeah, terminating his or her relationship with a previous professional has no bearing on the existing case. Sure. Whatever they left off, we can pick it up from there. One of the kind of developing trends right now, and it's probably happening everywhere in the United States, is that people who have filed their I-589s, which is application for political asylum, those who have filed, some people receive denials from USCIS. And what they're asking people to do is to show up at asylum office and present themselves for something called credible fear interview. Or immigration will themselves reach out to them for credible fear interview. So the credible fear interview is essentially an interview with an asylum officer to demonstrate that the person has a fear, credible fear, for going back to their own country. So obviously people have to be prepared for it. You can't just show up and not be prepared for it, because you only have one chance to pass this interview. And once they pass the interview, then they'll put them into immigration proceedings. So it's very important to get a good representation, or at least at the minimum, good advice as to what to do when people receive this I-589 denials, because a lot of times people panic, they don't know what to do, and sometimes this is the prime time when people make really bad decisions. If people have or encounter this kind of situations, call diplomacy consulting, and we'll help you out.
Звоните нам, мы позвоним Ливану и организуем вам помощь. Спасибо.